what is up, guys? It's Guiltspire here, and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. How y'all doing today on this fabulous Friday afternoon? Hopefully y'all are doing well. Apologies for any indigestion. Frank and I just ate a moment ago, so I'm still letting the spaghetti and meatballs settle in. Those were some good meatballs. Frankie did a good job today. But with that being said, I think I was still doing survivor things, including playing Nia, in an effort to use up her cakes and other stuff and things. I also need to use my blood points though, and I'm gonna use them on Billy Boy here. Try and get him to P3. I think I've determined that I'm just gonna get all the survivors to P3. At least for the time being. I have a lot of blood points between now and when the PTB or mid-chapter update drops on the 19th is I think what we determined. Is more than likely the case. So I'm just going to try and get rid of all these bloody points. And at 30 seconds remaining, we are going to switch back over to Nia and use her blood point offerings. I'm really just focusing in on like the 100 across the board, so like the streamers and the cakes for now. Let's do that. And let's switch back to the Nia. Yeah, right now we have 4 to P3 and then a lot on P2s, and then everyone else is on P1s. We're getting through everyone bit by bit, though Felix still is P0, which theoretically speaking, we could start prestiging him soon. Based on the fact that if I do prestige all the survivors to P3, then I get all of their perks unlocked, and then it becomes a bit of a moot point, right? So I think, honestly, Felix will probably be the last one to go to P3, but there is that thought. All right, and thank you all for being patient the last couple days. Apologies for not streaming. Things were going on in life. Good and bad things in their own right. Nothing like, I guess, good things for me, and bad in some ways as well, but mainly managing other people's bad days and wanting to make sure I was there for them, which I kind of conveyed over in the Discord, so those of you over there definitely kind of know some context. But we're back today, and then we're off tomorrow and Sunday with COTF, and then Monday, I think, is a yes. Tuesday is a no. Tuesday will be offline. I'm going to be going to a party with friends. And so I'll be offline for Tuesday, methinks, unless things change, which I doubt will be the case, but we'll see. We'll wait and see. Keep you guys posted. Yeah, Tuesday, more likely enough, will be offline. Right now, my stream schedule's kind of all over the place. And will be probably for the foreseeable future, and very much it'll just be hit or miss. Some days I'll just be like, yep, I'm not streaming today, try and be live tomorrow. And other days I'll be like, cool, we're streaming today. Ooh, pinhead, okay. Is the ruin? No ruin. I like it. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. Looks like James and Chase. And what I'd want to do, and I think a survivor's already on their way to do it, is to grab the box once Jane has been injured. We saw last time we were on stream when survivors went for the box too aggressively and how that can be truly detrimental overall. Though looks like Jane is no longer in Chase. I don't know what she did, but she did not get hit that entire time they were in Chase. So that is pretty impressive. Box is almost 3/4 though, which is a bit scary. Kinda hoping that he goes with a chase with someone soon. But looks like Nia has opted to start solving the box. We'll see if he teleports or not. So far, it's looking like a no. Oh, okay. He tried to interrupt. Must not gone to the chain, but now did get an injure on the Nia. So we'll have to keep that in mind. But I'm about to get this first gen done. I don't know. I know Jane was in chase, so doubtful that she was on gen. Elodie, though, may have been. And I saw them go here. I might take a body block. Oh, that's Elodie. Oh, they already transferred. Does man have commitment issues? What's going on? All right, well, I'm going to the other side of the map. Oh, see Jen here. Let's get this going. Hi, Jane. Trying to finish out the middle gen, get this out of the way, and then try and break the 3 gen over there, and then we should be, like, squarely in a very good spot. What are you doing? Jane just kind of dipped out of nowhere. Scared the pinhead, apparently. Okay, I do see that box is over here. Might not be a half bad idea to grab it now, as he's in chase of someone injured, and this is very much a situation of make a choice, either go for the box or continue with chase. So we'll do that. Yep, now they're down, that's perfect. Yeah, he does have the add-on making the solve time longer. That is something to keep in mind. Oh, we took care of that. Let's start working on this generator and hope that the survivors were there. Oh, don't. Okay, looks like they're actually just we're doing a quick 4% attempt. That's fine. I was fearful that they're going to try and suicide out there. I mean, so far so good right now. Box has been managed well, surprisingly. Survivors have been in very long chases. Nia's healed. Gotta say, it makes me question to where the pinhead is. Yeah, I can't do much to help you, friend. Where's he going? Oh, that's basement. Ooh. Not thrilled with that prospect. Oh, there is a, maybe that might be Hex play thing. So I'm not sure if he didn't see me or what. I think he teleported, actually. Chatter, I kind of hate the fact that Chatter does not have voice lines, because it is generally difficult to tell when they teleport and when they don't. Okay, yeah, sprint burst friend, sure. I'm going back here, so either you heal yourself or I don't know what. Okay, use my med kit and get back to me. I'm very trusting on the give back part. We'll see what happens with that. I also realized I'm reading streetwise, though it is green streetwise, so it's not as good as it could be. Kindred, thank you, friend. I'm gonna grab this real quick. Ooh, she might have bot. I have no idea where that man went, but he somehow dodged both me and the Elodie. Looks like the other Nia is going for the unhook, which is good. Or not. They're kind of moonwalking their way over. There's balanced. Ooh, good hit. Yep, I'll take that here. Gonna make my way over to Shack. And based on the way we loop this, we should be fine. Ooh, that was a spicy hit. Honestly, based on the distance I was expecting it, though, chain hunt has begun. Flashlight save? Oh, so close. So freaking close. Yeah, we're gonna need to manage chain hunt at some point. Fortunately, no one went for it. I can heal myself, no problem. I'm gonna do that now. Yeah, grabs the box. He hits Elodie, so unlikely that he's going to chase. Or rather, teleport back. And at this point, everyone's been on hook once, and we have multiple gens that are pretty well progressed. Feeling pretty good so far, though Jane's doing Jane things, so... You know, that'll be a thing. This gen has a little progression. Let's check this one back here. Oh, is it dead? Yo, what? I'm thinking maybe Call of Brine? Because it's had some decent progression. It's either Call of Brine, maybe Pop, maybe both. Yeah, on the Nia. That gen's done. And there's only one left, and we have a 2-1 split. In a really good position, all things considered. Looks like they're healing or being healed over there. Looks like that's the Elodie and Jane. Box is over there. I think I get this gen done before... Yeah, I'd get this gen done before box completes and chain hunt begins. So no reason to go for that right now, even though I think he is in chase with the Nia as we speak. Ooh, that's a bit closer than I'd like, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's Pop there. Woo! I felt that was gonna be a close one. He's going back. Jane has the box, that's good. He does not dry kick it. He's phasing through. Ooh, that's shocking. I thought he heard me on the gen, not gonna lie. I mean, he has to know this close. Taking a risk here. Yeah, it's gonna balance the way. Thank you, friends. Yeah, that one hill is so good for me right now. Where's that one Nia? Yep, figured that might happen. Uh-oh. Time to see if this man has NOED. Thankfully, he does not. No pallet there. Well, that's just mildly unfortunate. Yeah, not much I could do there. At least now I get to see where the exit gates are. I see there's one back over there. There's one over here? I don't think so. So there's the one over there on the left. There's one over there. There it is. I was trying to figure out where this last one was. I swear to God, this Nia, the only thing she's done the entire game is freaking moonwalk. Moonwalk and get chased. Jane's up there trying to harass the man. Question is, does anyone have borrowed time? Like that is an important question here, I would say. No one's coming in, so I got the feeling that the answer is no, which is quite unfortunate. Yeah, he wants the kill, understandably so. It's endgame. There's no reason for him to leave. This either needs to be a 1-for-1 trade, and if they don't have BT, then we in trouble. There's borrowed. That's mildly unfortunate. Now we have to hope that there's no Blood Warden on top of which. Ow. Box spawn. Please no Blood Warden. Bit of rubber banding. No Blood Warden though. And there's nothing we can do, so best thing we can do is GTFO. I mean, he was smart not taking the BT body block. I tried to force it, and he was like, nah, I'm good. I was gonna go for the other Nia. He did have his choices, to say the least, but GG, well played to the survivors and the pinhead. And it looks like it was Devo, the totem that they found. I was wondering what it was. Barbecue, Devo, pop. So I was right about the pop. Pop 1 though. While in the killer's terrace, must be in terrace while generator is completed. That's unfortunate. And I did do it in a single trial. I want to say I popped off at least 1 in the terror radius. That challenge is easier said than done, that's for sure. I want to say I at least did 1. Let's take a look. We have more escape cakes. We have 1 more escape cake. So we'll do 1 more of Nia, prestige her, and then I guess we'll move on to someone else. Probably, actually, Dwight has a lot of, I think, flans left over. So might do that. So barbecues have been surprisingly short so far. I really wish it wouldn't be like this big surprise whenever you get like a gift or a box, whatever it is. Because it just takes so long. Like, just show me what I got and let me move on to the next blood web, please. Go back to Nia. Yeah, I'll have to go through everyone here and see what blood point offerings they have. I know Dwight has some flans that I guess we can use towards prestiging everyone else. And then, what is it? 5 days. 5 days, next Wednesday, we get rank reset. So I do want to try and get into Iridescent, if at all possible. Get those crisp blood points. Where's Butterboy? Where is he? I actually don't know where this crap. Oh, he's in the bed. He blended in, so when I turned around, I couldn't see him initially. I was like, where's the kitten? He is conked out. He was a freaking nutcase earlier. Give me 1 second. Frankie brought me some tea. Doesn't want to disturb the cat. Hi. Thank you. Yeah, he was freaking a little nut job earlier. He just wouldn't settle down. He was attacking my feet. He was attacking my hands. Like, if anyone ever looks at my hands and goes, what the hell happened to you? It's kitten. It doesn't really show up well on camera because they're all like very light, just like bite marks, scratch marks, what have you, because the kitten plays rough. Wreckers, okay. So stay away from Needle. Oh, it's an Emmy. It's an Emmy boy. If corrupt. So let's start rotating. See a gem there on the right, uncorrupted. Yeah, he definitely saw me. One of the few times that urban evasion might actually be really useful. Thing is, he's gonna have to come back here at some point. Trying to make sure that he doesn't spot me as I move. He's checking like the corners. Jesus. Oh, so far so good. He's going back there, so I'm gonna jump on this gen. See if the man has a ruin. Nope, no ruin. Cool. I mean, ruin has definitely fallen out of style a lot. I think Dwight's gonna bring him over here. Maybe not. Maybe he just didn't see Dwight at all. Oh, I'll cleanse this. No reason not to, since I was already here. Hi, did you wake up? Okay, that's my leg that your claws went into, you little nuisance. Not bad right now. Honestly, we had a really good game last match. And so far, so good on this one. Hi. How you doing today, Frost? Hopefully doing well. That's fine. That should give Claudette a bit of distance. He's on me. Interesting. Okay, he's a vaulter. Understood. He has bamboozle. I see. If I wasn't infected, I would go for that. Yeah, that's fine. He, strangely enough, fell off of me. I don't know what caused that, but you know. For the riddle of the day, I'm game, Frost. What is the riddle? This zombie's been harassing this gen for God knows how long. I can get him away from him. I'm not gonna lie. That zombie definitely surprised me. It made no sound. Can we not? Okay, really delayed skill check. At least I have both zombies on me, keeping off the Dwight. But that's my freaking medkit gone. Okay. Hopefully that... Okay, it was enough time for Dwight to do his thing. Hi, friend. Let's go over here. Why is that? He's breaking the pallet. Understood. Oh, going over this way towards the zombies. That's fine. I like how right now Butter is in my lap. He's right now watching my OBS preview instead of like the main screen. I think because he sees me as well as the game. He's like, wait, what's going on? Hi. Yes, you're very cute. I'm glad that you have chilled out and are no longer trying to amputate my hands, but you cannot play with wires. That's not allowed. No wires for kitten. They're not a part of your balanced diet. Cross my legs so you can get a better sit. Otherwise, I can go grab your bed. He likes it when I grab his bed and put it in my lap, so he has like a stable place to sleep. Otherwise, he like tries to curl up and sometimes will like roll off my lap. Hi, hello, yes, hello. You're very cute. A nuisance, but cute. I don't know how the man didn't see me, but he didn't until he did. There's the bamboozle. Zombies there, so I can't do much. Yep, we'll take the hit. No. No desk for you, small one. He doesn't know we have balanced. So we get away from that. Oh wow, he actually hit me. No, no desk for kitties. It's not allowed. No. How many times do I need to tell no? No, you cannot play Dead by Daylight. It's rated M for mature. You're not a mature cat. You're a kitten. No. Oh great, I have a face camping zombie. Beautiful. What everyone loves to see. Also, the person in the locker. Hey Claudette, how about you go burn in hell? Have you ever considered that? I feel like hell's a pretty nice place this time of year. Frickin' unhooks me without BT with a zombie on me. What the actual hell was that? Just saying, Claudia, if your name's Josh, you ain't cool. Frickin' asshole. Hi, small cat, what are you doing? He's doing kitten things, understood. Oh, does he have Tink? He has a red stain, but no tear radius. That's confusing. Also, I love how stop. You cannot go on to desk. So it's not allowed. I was about to say, am I seriously gonna get tunneled here? Oh, you gotta be effing joking me. Like, what did I do to this poor man? Okay, I guess. This is why things like built-in BT I'm being very thankful for this actually. No, you cannot chew the wires. Here, I'm gonna get you your bed. I'm gonna put you into a taco, and you're gonna chill the hell out. You, stop fighting wires. I've got him into a cat taco. Try and get him to chill. What flies when it's born, lies when it's alive, and runs when it's dead. Have to give me a second to think. I have no idea why that man did not like me, but oh well. Flies when it's born, lies when it's alive, runs when it's dead. The runs when it's dead makes me think that it's not a like organic thing. What are you doing? Do you not want to be a taco cat? Then fine, you can get the hell out my lap and you can go back and do kitten things on the floor. So if that's what you want to do, go down. Otherwise, stay in your taco. What are you doing? What are you playing with? And whatever it is, stop. If anyone tells you that getting a kitten is not a lot of work, tell them to F off, because Jesus, kittens are a full-time job. Like, holy hell. I have 101 flawns. Yeah, I guess we're gonna play Dwight for a while. That is what we're doing now. We are going to play Dwight. That is 101 flawns. What flies when it's born? What flies when it's born? See, born suggests something organic. like an animal, an insect, something to that degree. But flies when it's born. This one's getting me. Yeah, I'll take a hit. I'll take a hit on this one. Because I'm pulling a bit of a blank here. Killer left the lobby. Awesome. Yeah, I think my mind is like too stuck on the idea that something like organic, it's white. That's not a lot of a hint. It's white. It's white. Yeah, it's not a great hint. That's when it's born. It's hard not to make it obvious. That's fair. Like I said, I think my mind is just getting caught up on like some specific details, and because of that, I think I've fallen into a trap. It's white. I don't know. I give up on this one. What is it? I'm gonna probably feel a bit dumb for not getting it. Either it's something that's like really specific and thus it's difficult not to give it up, or it's made of ice. Made of ice. Flies when it's born. Oh, I see. Yeah, so I was getting to that. I was going like, my first thought when you said made of ice was thinking of a glacier, and I'm like, no, like, because I was like, okay, it's a state of water then. Yeah, okay, made of ice snowflake. That makes sense. Snowflake, it flies. It doesn't really fly. It, you know, falls more accurately. Lies when it's alive and runs when it's dead. Dead being it transitioned from snow to water. Okay, that's a cute one. I think like I said, the born part kind of threw me off, and also the dead part, because runs when it's dead, it doesn't sound organic, and so it definitely it tripped me up. That wasn't a bad one. Also, did we lose another killer? Trying to get an answer while you were guessing. Oh. Rage on our freaking match anytime soon? Jesus. Bills are level 23. Yeah, I'm just gonna start P3ing everyone in the meanwhile. Looking at a freaking picture of a Sphinx cat. Little gremlins. Just look like little gremlins. I love them though. Sphinx cats are very cute, but a whole lot of high maintenance. You wouldn't think of it because they lack fur, but nope, it's the opposite. You back over there being a little nutcase? You aren't as hyper as you were earlier. Oh, did you tear off some twine? I think you did. He has a scratching post made of twine. Or it might be hemp? I don't know. My man, that is a scratching post and not a licking post. He decided to start licking his scratching post. Don't know why. He just did. You are one strange little man. But he's about to turn 10 weeks now. About 10 weeks old now. Hard to believe. He came here when he was 7, about 8. Has it really been 3 weeks? Has it? Has it really been 3 weeks? I guess close to. Yeah. Right? More closer to 2 weeks. Closer to 2 weeks. So yeah, he's about to be, I guess he was 8 weeks, and he's turning about 10. Yeah, at least estimated. We have a general guesstimation of how old the kitten is. Check the ruin. Fearmonger. Well, that's a little bit upset. It's Fred Boy. Don't see Fred Boys all too often. My friend, I got prove thyself. So far, nothing. Nia's not in chase. Oh, Nia's now in chase. That's perfect. I kind of wish that every survivor had some form of symbol around them similar to the obsession, because that's a very obvious thing. Like, oh, this survivor's now in chase. Like, it'd be so easy to, like, have something that demonstrates obsession, but then just, oh, this survivor's in chase now. Because it's so much useful information. Looks like he dropped chase of Nia. Probably gonna pick up chase with, ooh, the thing Min. What did he just do? It's called Swift. The biggest thing is, and Dowsy today actually made some really good points of the solo queue experience does in some ways need to be improved upon, and the best way to do so is to bring them up to the same level as Swift, and the ways in which you do that are through things like information. Because what is the main difference between Swift and solo queue? It is the amount of information that you have at your disposal. Okay. Teleport a man, I see you. So I think that's one of the big things in my opinion. But yeah, exactly, it's communications, it's information. Oh, the killer is here. The killer is on the hook with me. So some people are saying, oh, well, you know, you could do like a built-in version of Kindred, for example. Let alone just things like some way of demonstrating that, hey, this is what I am doing right now, which in this case would be, oh, I'm in chase with the killer. Like, that's a very important bit of information. Or, oh, I'm on a gen. Or, oh, hey, follow me, guys, trying to do a hand gesture, and then, of course, freaking gen pop. Yeah, just little changes like that with proximity comms. Oh, that'd be miserable. He is tunneling, though. Oh, that's right, Fearmonger. I was like, why can I not see where they went down? I'm just gonna leave now, thinking that he might teleport. Yo, what's up, ZZ? Oh, he hasn't teleported yet. That's surprising. I'm hoping that one of the two other survivors are going for the unhook right now. So far, no, though. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna start making my way there. I might have to use light to get there, though. Yep, they're on Nia. I think I get there in time without the light. Yeah, I have time. Hi, friend. Don't miss your skill checks, please. Freaking just touch the gen. Oh, I forgot about Fearmonger. Shoot. Perfect. Yeah, I forgot about Fearmonger when I touched the gen there. We're gonna go to main. Try to, at least. Does not have the door opens. We're just gonna vault. All right. I didn't finish my gen, didn't I? Why don't points work on PlayStation? Like, what do you mean? Like, for buying things, or what? Hi, friend. Oh, wait. Hi, friend. Can you heal me? Nope. Yep, figured as much. Gotta make that. Yeah, I kind of got caught up there on the wall. There's an option for using points like first, second, third. Oh. Yeah, I don't think channel points are available to use on PlayStation or Xbox. I think it is specifically... Did he just drop a pallet? What was that? I think it is specifically PC. Get them quick heals in, because you do have sloppy. All right, we haven't finished main, but I did hear earlier. Has some decent progress. Let's think men. I'll try and protect her. Yeah, he didn't want to lead the gen, understandably so, since two survivors were literally about to come in there. You having fun there for your ball, bud? Come here. Come, friend. Wait, okay. Fangman doing her own thing, apparently. I mean, there's two gens with some decent progress. Perfect. Hope he doesn't have Noed. Took that body block. Start opening the exit gates. All right, life is up, no longer exhausted, which is good. Let's go over here real quick. No idea where Fred Boy is. Heal, please. And then could you give me back my med kit? I did give that to you. That would be appreciated. No. On a body block, she opens. Let's keep on running, friend. Rude Fred Boy, also rude Fang Min for taking my frickin' med kit. I've been given 0 Fs about that, apparently. That's 3 out of 4 out right there. And I believe that's 4 out of 4. There we go. But GG, well played to these survivors and the Freddy. She didn't ask for it. I mean, that's true. That is true. She did not ask for it. However, you know, give it to her so she can heal real quick. And she goes, yeah, I think I'll keep it now, too. Like a nuisance. All right. Let's go back to Billboard, do some blood webs. What are you doing? Playing for ball? Don't play off the wires. You know better than that. Play for ball, not off wires. Hi. What you doing there, small cat? She had self-care? Oh, did she? I actually did not even realize that. I mean, I guess to be fair, that's still beneficial. She had... That's so strange, though, to bring in self-care of all things when you have a flashlight, right? So you'd expect you want to utilize the efficiency of self-care, and they bring a flashlight. See, that makes zero sense to me. That is a good example, in my opinion, of people who don't utilize their perks effectively. What are you jumping for, buddy? Let's grab. Level 27. I guess we'll grab it. Make it. Alright, and we'll switch back to Dweet Boy. Yeah, I don't have We're Gonna Live Forever yet on you, do I? Doesn't look like it. Actually, I do, but it's only green. I could try and get the tier 3. It might be in a Blood Web too. No, it's not. But I do have a Flan left in there, so I might want to grab that actually. Not that I really need too many on Dwight, as last time I checked he had like 101 flans, but you know. What you doing there, buddy? Okay. This cat is so full of energy sometimes. And they just burns himself out at some point, which I'm thankful for. He's a lot to manage. Thankfully, a lot of his bad habits I've taught out of him. He still finger bites from time to time, but a lot like wire biting, climbing legs, those have been pretty much gotten rid of. Finger biting right now I'm working on. Climbing things I think is just going to be difficult in general to teach out of him. Unfortunately, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Where is he? I don't know. I think he's being a freaking bed gremlin now. I have the twin bed behind me is on like wood slats, and he likes to go underneath and be a little gremlin and attack feet from underneath. Hello there, Nia girl. Fingman. Where you going, friend? I'm gonna try and follow her and jump into Jennifer since I approve. Cannot triple that, Jen. Tricky. Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate. There's a lot of open area here. I was trying to get him away from the gen with less than great results. Good bounce landing, though. Need to move. Just jump on Jen. I have proof. This way, I'm healing myself. You get proof value. This makes too much sense. Looks like Nia's now on the gen of me. He's trying to get those pot shots. Look at this man. He actually got it too. Holy hell. Need a Ven. Yeah, at the very least. So this entire time, this man has not gotten any hooks, and that gen that we were on should be about done. So, like, I guess good news in that regard. There's so much just open area. So jump on the gen, this way I get proof. I get to heal myself. We can do at least one gen here. Why do they always leave the gen? What the fresh hell? Fine. You can go do whatever. I'm gonna go do this gen. Try to at least. Well, I mean, the medkit's dead now, so moot point. I'm gonna follow the Nia. There's a gen up here. Yeah, there is. Why fast vaulted though? Like, really? Was that necessary? Could you not, like, let go sprint for 5 seconds? Yeah, they get spooked way too easily. Alright. Feng Min finally down. But as long as Nia commits this gen with me, we should have this one done pretty quick. Kinship. It's coming up towards there. But he has ricochet blades. I was hopeful, and it did not work. Did it work? Did my life go off? You gotta be joking me. It was just regressing. Net zero with dishes was good because I did the water bottles and the thermoses, and now my back hurts. How's gaming going? It's going pretty well. Going pretty well, all things considered. He did not go for the pickup on me for some reason. And I don't know why. I wonder if he has Tinkerer. But man, that was a quick down there on the Kate. Right now it's solo queue. Things have been going pretty well, all things considered, to be honest. Hi there, Fang. Of course he finds me. He sees Fang on the unhook. Yeah, it's a... Oh, it's not even a trade. That's bad. That's borrowed time. Fang Min. I hope you know that was not the place to be. Well, on the bright side, we got Kate off a hook. She was able to get some pretty good distance. And though Fang Min is definitely going on the hook as well. Now we got the gen at least. One might be able to go back for Fang Min. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna try and go back for Fang Min now, because he's on Nia, I think. And I do have will make it to help out. Well, honestly, that could have gone a whole lot worse given the circumstances. And we're all on one hook at this point. Okay, a little bit too close for comfort. He did see me, holy hell. Yeah, I was trying to find like an angle where he can't get me. Once again, on the bright side, because of the way he slugs, no. Do not tell me that she wasn't recovering that entire time. There's no way. That should have been an instant pickup based on the amount of time, and it wasn't because she wasn't recovering. That's so horrible. All right, I'm going to basement. We do have someone on a gen, which is good. We only have one more left. He likes to slug one and then go for another. Kind of interesting in that way. Let's see. One person still on gens. That's Fang Min. Looks like Kate's being hit. Yeah, they need to be careful here. Going for the unhook here is not a good move. Yep, they were a bit stupid. Trying to bait the hits, maybe? Nope, just also not being all that bright. Now, I die thanks to that, because no BT. That's fantastic. And then Kate goes down. Nia somehow makes it out. I'm just going to recover, because I think they're going to stake on Nia. This person is not going to attempt to help. That's fantastic. Yep, they are on the exit gate. Nope, they're starting to come back now. I think it's a little bit too late, however. So I wonder if the Trickster's gonna try and slug him out. I don't see where the Fang Min is anymore. Last time I saw him, they're over here by Maine. Oh, she has... So that's Iron Maiden. And she just went back into another locker. Fan-effing-tastic. I'm gonna try and crawl all the way to her if at all possible, but it looks like Trickster is over there in her vicinity. Which means I might end up coming across Trickster, which is bad. I mean, he has her in a bit of a pickle here. If she leaves, he knows where she is. If she stays, yeah. Why would you jump into a locker? That makes zero sense. Yeah, I think I bleed out. Honestly, I think the majority of us do because we're so spread out. She can't unhook herself. The only one who could is the Nia. Yeah, the fact that Nia kind of threw the game there, not gonna lie, with the unhook into unhook without any BT. That was very much Nia kind of throwing. Like, I appreciate the attempt, but sometimes you just need to understand that if you do not have BT, you just shouldn't go for the unhook. Yep, and they don't have deliverance, so they're dead. Kate's still on the ground. I definitely bleed out. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. Somehow, he actually was nearby. Maybe he has barbecue. Well, I'm gonna try and open up the exit gate. It didn't work. Oh, was Butter behind on the bed? Wait, is that coconut or wait? Oh, it is coconut. It's like actual coconut? It is actual coconut. Look at that. That's the first time I've actually played against coconut. I mean, they played really well overall. Which is definitely not surprising given that they are a huntress and I think trickster main as well. But GG, well played to these survivors and the trickster. So we had Iron Maiden, Darkness Revealed. Makes sense. It's a pretty good combination. Yeah, like I said, the fact that I think, yeah, Nia with Decisive, we're gonna live forever, or we're gonna live forever balanced. And we had two people BT, just rough that we just did not end up with the person with BT able to go for unhooks. Oh, that's cool. Still ran into coconut. I mean, they were on point, and it was a great map for them. It's such an open area. Hi, do you want to come up? Come up. Hey, come here. I'll pick you up. Pick up your scruff. Hi. Hi. Okay, and you're immediately going back down. You wanted to come up, and now you're going down. What are you doing? What are you playing with? Stop. I get toxic trickster streamers. I mean, there's toxic players or streamers of any kind, so, you know, it is what it is. But honestly, Coconut played really well that match. Are they live? That's a good question. I should find out. Let's see. Coconut RTS. Yep, they are. They were live that match. I'm gonna have to watch back that match. Overall, like I said, played a really good match. Hi, buddy. Do you remember no desk for kittens? For those who wonder who I'm talking to or talking about, and like telling them no, this is Butter. He's the kitten of the room. The stream kitten. Yeah, talking about you. Got something in your ear or something? How you doing, buddy? Are you tiring yourself out already? Which would be great, because otherwise you're going to be zooming off the walls for all eternity. He actually might be finally sleeping. You can see where his head is just kind of droop. His head is just droop. Yeah, you tired? You tired? Want to just lay in my lap? Because that's fine for you too. Such a floppy kitten. Okay, I'll cross my legs so you can kind of lay down in my lap. And no, you cannot eat the wires. It's not allowed. 'Tis not allowed. Okay, what are you doing now? Kitten antics, that's what he's doing. No. Desks are not for cats. You might think they are, but not for you. There's a lot of expensive wires up here, bud. No. What, give you the kitten? Don't bite me. I'll bite you back. I'll bite you back. Don't tempt me, I will. You will take the kitten? No. He's actually not even, he's not my kitten. We have a housemate that moving in. And we want, no, do not bite that wire. I'm going to put you down and you're not going to be let back up. No. You cannot bite. You are such a freaking menace. Mail you the kitten. I don't think Butterboy would be appreciative of that. Stop biting on the desk now. What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you... You went from 0 to freaking 100. Hey, what's up, Echo? Thank you much for stopping by and saying hi. I am Mark, aka Giltspire. I'm an educational streamer here to teach kills how to play killer and survivors how to play against killer. And I forgot to switch back to Dwight. I think I'm running 0 perks. You're playing with me? Hey! Well, hopefully this is a good match. If you hear me complaining about someone, it's my little kitten. But yeah, he's not even my kitten. He's my housemate Spencer's. Bring BT. He just chomps. He just goes, I see your hand and I'm going to chomp you. Stop. Do you want me to gag you with my finger? Because I'm going to. One thing for those who haven't had kittens or had to train them out of bad habits, and this is actually just a general, okay. One thing that's just a general thing for like animals that bite, and especially predators, so like cats and dogs, if you ever get bitten by them, their teeth kind of hook in. And so instead of wanting to pull out, which just sinks their teeth further in, you actually want to push in towards their throat or towards the mouth. And so the way I'm training him not to bite fingers is whenever he bites my finger, I'm going, okay, and just go boop. And he just gags on my finger, and then he realizes, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. But that's a work in progress. Some days he's fine, other days he's just a little... Yep, come. Let's go find a gen. Kittens are cute. Where? Go for... Dwight, let's go find a gen. Yeah, prove thyself. Make use of it. What? What are you... Come. Come here. I don't care about Myers. Just come here because you're being an idiot. You had like 5 different gens to work on, and you decided to just freaking sit there. He's going to get his tier 3, and that's fine. His terrace is really small. Like, really small. So I'm thinking dead rabbit, maybe monitor and abuse? Oh my god. Of course this Dwight can't hit a freaking skill check to save his life. Hi. Are you gonna attack my feet? Because I'm gonna step on you if you do. No, he realized maybe not. This terrace is so effing small. Great. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Oh, that's bad news. I mean, he already stalked me a good bit. Come here, Ash. Come here. Ash, come here. God dang it. Like, we have time. Survivors just all too often think, oh, I have to unhook immediately. It's like, no, you don't. Follow one survivor to see what they do all game. I mean, we could do that at some point. That is an option, I suppose. I'm gonna leave here. I haven't seen T3, and I'm worried that it could be Tombstone. I'm gonna leave early, just to be safe. Where are you going, Ash? Ash is going for the unhook injured. That's a fantastic idea, Ash, me boy. Yeah. Yeah, see, that... it's a prime example of why you shouldn't rush for unhooks. Like, seriously? What was the point of that? Claudette's taking it. Is she also going for an unhook? Yeah, I think she's trying to set up for the unhook. I think that's exactly what that was. Of course, it's a godforsaken skill check. No heartbeat means safe. Not exactly of Myers boy here. This terrace is wicked small. Like, I'm definitely thinking dead rabbit monitor, more likely than not. Yeah, this match is going downhill quick. Yep. I'm gonna sit here on the gen for a bit. Why are you attacking the desk leg? That's basement. That's fantastic. Both of them are second stage, so they're a rush to get them off the hook. Except for that missing skill checks. Unfortunately, I do not have BT. That's fantastic. Oh. Pallet Myers. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he drops trades with me to go for the other survivors. I have to take a chase in solo queue, otherwise my whole team is dead in 5 seconds. I normally don't have to. I think it might just be getting a bit late, and so MMR might be a bit wonky. But this is probably like the worst match that I've had all day. This is bad. This is very bad. That's the second gen we have done. And they unhook without any thought of consequence. Like, you're injured, you don't have BT, you're dead on hook. I wonder if maybe he has Metal of Man, that's why he's taking body blocks like he is. All I know is that the survivors are making questionable plays. Ash is playing stupid games with Myers. Let me guess, you have Metal of Man and you're just a freaking idiot. That is exactly what I'm saying here. Just trying to get Metal of Man value. What is going on? No, I think Ash just might be generally throwing the game. Fantastic. Is he on me? Awesome. Yeah, so Ash is just throwing the game. Frickin' beautiful. I have a pallet up here on my left. Yeah, Ash, from what I see, is just throwing the game. So it's not my MMR, it's literally just this Ash, apparently. And Myers going along with it. It's why whenever I see survivors like that, when I play and kill, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna kill you first. Like, do not reward that crappy behavior. So I think that he's been farming people off a hook. I bet you. I 110% bet you. Yeah, we're gonna see it right here. Yep, that's exactly what's happening. There's Metal Man, so I was right about Metal. The idiot is using metal and doing stupid stuff just for the sake of Metal of Man. And he farmed me off a hook. Awesome. That's freaking amazing. Why do people need to be idiots? And this Dwight is hopeless. I'm wondering if it's Vanity Mirror Myers with Dead Rabbit and Monitor, because he hasn't T3'd at all. Honestly, the old rank system was just as bad depending on the time of day. Myers wanted Merciless? I guess so. I'm just gonna hope that hatch spawns like somewhere over here. Unfortunately, I do not have Unbreakable, I do not have BT because I forgot to put perks on. Come on, hatch. Spawn ready here. Nope. Yeah, I want to say Vanity Mirror. What are you doing? Are you just telling me that? Are you just gonna slug me out to death? Or are you just telling me that hatch is over here? He's gonna close it. He's gonna close in my face. I can already tell. Yep, he's gonna slug me out. Okay. Yep. I for some reason just knew that he was gonna be this type of killer. I just had a feeling. Oh, you actually want me to escape? I feel like this is a ruse. I feel like I'm gonna open it and then I'm gonna be killed. I'm almost certain of it. Almost certain of it. I wouldn't say that's true. Hi, Myers boy. Oh, I tend to agree that's a trap. Uh-huh. Let's see, do I get picked up last minute? I feel like I might. I feel like there's a very real possibility. Okay, saying to get out. Yep. Okay, he's bringing me back. I don't even know what that was. I don't even know. But GG, well played to the Myers. Yeah, so it was Adept Ash, it looks like. Just being freaking dumb as a rock. I don't even know. I don't even know. That was something, I guess. That was something, I guess. All right, before I forget, I want to get the depth. Left Behind, Borrowed Time, Unbreakable. So, Borrowed Time, Left Behind, Unbreakable on this one. Ooh, all right, that ate. What was I doing? I was doing 7 things. Let's grab this not happening, so I have to take that branch. There's leader. We'll take that. Yeah, I felt like something was up after Claudette got farmed, or like went down immediately. I'm like, that's a bit concerning. I'm gonna hope that it's just a tunnel, but it was a bit more than that. Apex, I haven't played Apex in a long while, but I did enjoy Apex for what it was worth when I was playing it back in like season 3. So it's been a while. I think Caustic just came out. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know. Shooters just have not really appealed to me in a long time. I want to say the last shooter I really was into was Rainbow Six Siege. Hi, buddy. Yeah, Rainbow Six Siege sounds about right. Just got the heirloom shard. Very nice, very nice. I don't think heirlooms were even a thing when I was playing. Alright. Let's go back to Dweet Boy. Or you do have the flans. You got 99 flans and... probably one. Hi. How are you? What are you doing? You trying to climb the lights? He has now decided that it'll be a fun experiment to try and climb the studio lights. So that's fun. A key? A key? I haven't seen... I guess I actually did see a survivor bring a key when I was playing Killer the other day. Hi, bud. You wanna come up? I'll pick you up as long as you're not a freaking butt about it and try and shoo off my arm. No? Okay. I actually left another freaking scratch on me. Let's see, can you see it? Yeah, right there. I got Race Kunai because I main her. See, what was my main? God, why am I blanking out? Pathfinder. Pathfinder was my main for a long time. I really enjoyed the mobility aspect of Pathfinder. So I played Pathfinder for a long while and had a lot of fun doing so. Hi, Gremlin Man. Do you want a pet? Okay. No, you just want to swat at my hand. Mount Ormond Resort. I do approve. That's corrupt, though. He's going towards Maine. She has urban, noted. That's spare. Sorry, Serena. You're the sacrificial lamb here. Let's see, me or... Looks like Zarina. That's a pretty quick down, too. Well, that's pretty exciting. I wish you guys the best of luck there. She has ruin. That's ugly. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna get some pretty good distance here. I'm gonna try and keep her. Perfect. That might be brutal. That seemed quicker than normal. Oh, that little bit of speed got them what they needed. I thought I had the distance. I actually contemplated doubling back there to fake, but I thought I had the distance. I very much did not, and them with ruins actually kind of atrocious. So they might be cleansing there. I also see one person doing jack all, which is fantastic. So that was, ooh, that may have been undying, because there is a hex still up. He is healing, so she got away from Spirit momentarily. Uh-oh. Well, I better commit to it now. Hopefully I have BT. We do. Unfortunately, it's not able to get in front for the body block. I need to go. That's mildly unfortunate. Yeah, the ruin's freaking beating us into the ground right now. Hi. Can I help you, small cat? I would not go there, friend. It's gonna be on that frickin' gen in a second. Uh-huh. How'd I know? It's like we've been trying to do that gen for a while now. Hi. Okay. Not appreciating the fact they climbed the chair. Alright, I think she's gonna bring to basement. You know, you with BT, you could have taken the hit, you freaking idiot. I officially hate this Kate for not having any game sense. Stop, stop, stop. It also doesn't help that Butter here is trying to get up on the frickin' desk again. But yeah, Kate, I was hoping that Kate would have had the sense like, okay, I have BT applied to me. I can go up the stairs and take the hit, and then I could go when she was recovering. But Kate just went, no, I think I'm just going to hide in a corner. I'm like, well, that's really unfortunate. I think Ruin doing as much damage as it did, especially the main gen, and some less than ideal plays here, I think have cost us the match. Hi, what are you doing now? Oh my word, cat. What are you doing? No BT, that's atrocious. Whatever you're doing back there, stop. He's like picking at the back of my chair right now. I'm not thrilled about it. She's gonna immediately come back here. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yep, here it comes. Yep. I mean, she comes back to pretty much every unhook pretty quickly. Well, if she doesn't select for the 4K, I'm not coming to pick you guys up at this point, and it doesn't look like she is, so I'm gonna prep for hatch. I do want to keep in mind that Zarina does have a key in the instance that's closed, and I want to say that was Zarina right there. I wonder if they have barbecue. Because they haven't gone for the pickup. A bit concerning. Well, I guess I'll go for the pickup then, but I feel like this is bait. She just phase walked somewhere. She is looking around. And you're on you. mean, the spirit definitely knows the Neo's over here, I think. Yep, going back to look. Man, I guess I can try and get some gen progress in. I hate just not doing anything, but the slug for 4K was real there. Okay. Are they seriously slugging for the 4K again? Nope, DC'd. Means hatch opened. Alright, we have the key. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I was hopeful that they would have faced with the phase walk. They apparently do need the 4K. Like I said, I've never understood the point of slugging for the 4K. It's usually just a miserable experience for everyone involved. Like, if they get the hatch, they get the hatch, but unfortunately Ruin there just did a lot of damage. Just we're not able to get the main gen done, which kept on trying to get done, and she just kept on going back every time. Ooh, Mother-Daughter Ring and Amulet. That actually makes a whole lot of sense as to why they're able to catch up in some of those scenarios, which I wasn't expecting them to. Yeah, and then Undying, Ruin, and Noed. Interesting. I mean, like I said, Ruin did its job, but GG, well played, nonetheless. Where's Butterboy now? I always have to look around for him, make sure he's not getting himself in any trouble. Which is almost a guaranteed. Alright, let's grab the Unbreakable. As Ailey said, don't think they need the Noed there. Let's grab Overzealous. Alright, to level 40. And there'll be 2 perks here. Yeah, actually push that this way if at all possible. $41. Oof. Neither of these branches are really fantastic, to be honest. Let's grab the We'll Make It. Tinker Huntress. Yeah, Tinker Huntress is definitely an odd one. I would agree with you there. Definitely an odd choice. Desperate Measures. Let's grab Dark Sense and push the entity this way. Yeah, and I don't think after the mid-chapter update, I don't think Tinker is going to be seen by most killers in general, since it only activates on a gen 1 time now. Which, I don't know. I actually don't think Tinker needed a nerf, to be completely honest. Like, one of those perks that, like, it can get value, but wasn't, like, enough value, in my opinion, to make it, honestly, just not a good perk, period. Fill up the lobby. We got more time to do blood web things. All right, down to our last 50,000. Let's grab better together. Looks like Killer dodged the lobby again. Fan-effing-tastic. All right, well, Bill's at level 48. What is he looking like for Bloodborne offerings? Looks like there's 2 escape cakes that we'll use on him. We'll do a couple matches of Bill Boy. But we'll head back to Dweet for now. And do we have... No, we don't have... We're gonna live forever. 3. Also, another key. I wonder if maybe there's a key challenge that I'm forgetting about. I guess there's that possibility. There is that possibility. All right, we actually got a game this time. Is the killer not gonna leave? That'd be nice. Just a little bit. Come on. Just 10 more seconds without anyone leaving. That would be ideal. Also, we've had to have been close to this one, at least like gotten one. I will say that's one thing I wish about challenges that state do it in one match. I wish it would tell you how many you got in said match. Because like I definitely think I got one last match, but maybe not. Interesting. Looks like we're going to Yamaoka. I haven't heard him in a while. That's concerning to me. Where are you? It's not as bad. He must be under the bed. Yeah, that was he underneath the chair? No. Yeah, I don't know. The kitten has all but disappeared. I know at the very least it's definitely in the room. We have a baby gate that has that I constructed and zip tied cardboard boxes to it so he can't escape because I need to be quarantined from my other cat Meep. All right, family residence. Wonder if it's the killer who brought that? No, I don't think it was based on his placement now I think about it. Hi, you awake there, friend? Friends? 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 Oh, you gotta be effing joking me. No, he's awake again. Come on, follow me. Follow me. Bill Boy. Not Tink. It's definitely here. Claude, you need to run, girl. So he's on Claude. Somehow gets only M1'd here, but they're on the gen, of course. As the one that you would run anywhere else, and Elodie just woke up. You got to be joking me. What is she doing? Oh my word. Is this what we're doing right now? Is this what's happening? No, don't play with my feet. Little gremlin. He didn't pick right away, so either he saw the Elodie. Are we serious? Is what's happening right now? I'm gonna get the unhook here. We'll make it though. You haven't been recovering at all. Got to be effing joking. it's better to do that. Force the grab. Yeah, this is just... There's another game that I'm looking at already and going, yep, this is not going well. This is reminiscent of the Spirit game. Yeah, the fact I didn't realize, I thought the pallet may have still been there, so I was gonna look for a light. Did not work as well. These hooks are wicked close too, which is abhorrent. Did she run like at the man? Did she make an attempt to get away? What just happened? I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. I'm gonna give the... Oh my God, I was gonna give this man some time to get away from the hook, and then he turned around for no apparent reason. Yep, let's play with the pallet here, so that I can potentially lithe away. This is fun. I'm gonna get him further away from them. I think he may have lost me. Yeah, it looks like it. There's a boon over there. That's fine. All right, well, you know, just the casual 5 hooks in, 2 AFKs at start. The match is going fine. What the actual hell? I bet you this Billy has Tinker too. Oh, he's on the death of Claude. Fantastic. He went to find the boon. He found it. And a present too. She's probably healing right next to it. Why the hell not? These guys actually had a decent amount of time to heal too, and they chose not to. She's dead. That's 6 on 5 gens remaining. Nice. Gets rid of the boon, even though it was probably given by Claude. I wonder, could he have the brown add-on that makes chainsaws not insta-downs? Because I heard the chainsaw. I wonder if that is the case. That'd be very interesting if that were. Can I heal you if we'll make it, friend? Hey, what's up, Ocean? How you doing today, bud? Hope you're doing well. All right, let's jump on this gen, Elodie. Got proof. Elodie? Okay. Nope, he does not have that add-on, apparently. Alright, we're going to utilize this vault. Did a little bit of a fake there, and it seemed to work like a freaking charm. Well, the unfortunate part is everyone's either down or on a hook. I want to play this. Out here, I do. Why haven't you recovered? You gotta be joking me? She literally has been sitting there for God knows how long and hasn't recovered this entire time. Where's the vault spot? Oh, does this one not have it? It only has a central one. That's brilliant. This shrine here is god-awful. Has none of the vault railings, just the vault middle. Oh, I wish I'd realized that sooner. But literally, have enough time for the pickup. You going to use my med kit, and the freaking girl hasn't recovered at all. Like, what the fresh hell? I don't understand. Why do people not, like, immediately as you go down, just start recovering? It's not that hard. You press one button. In some cases, you press it, you don't even need to hold it. Ugh, pain. Pain and suffering. But she had no faith, apparently. I freaking looped the man long enough that she would have been able to recover fully for a pickup. There's no way in hell it's getting to the other side of the map, but is what it is. Bam, bam, no way out, Tink. I was right about the Tink. Looks like double engravings, yeah. Yeah, from the fact that I kept on hearing chainsaw into a hit, I was kind of surprised. 3 years. And funny enough, Frankie, that's not actually even not entirely how long you've been following, because you had a prior account. I think it was Space Cute at the time. I wonder if that account is even still active. I could probably find out. If I went to, where is it? Followers list. Let's see. See if I can get all the way to the bottom. Can I just do page down? Doubt it. I'm just gonna hold page down and try and get to the bottom. See if Space Cute's still on there. I don't think you're the first follower though. I'm actually curious who the first follow is. Let's see. I'll be all the way at the bottom. It'll take a while. We're what, 2K in? Follower wise? Yeah, you're definitely one of the first few followers. You're definitely not the first. I forget who the first was. It's gonna take a while to get to the bottom of the page, all I know that. Okay, I did at least make it, so I'm trying to find a match. I have not even made a dent. I just saw Ravi on here. That's been not that horribly long ago. That was earlier this year. The account does still exist. I was about to say, Twitch doesn't normally deactivate accounts due to inactivity. There's Athena, I remember them. Kind of interesting seeing names that I recognize for one reason or another. Let's see, trying to find another one that I recognize at a glance. Gongwa, how they're doing. Trying to do it as it's like going by. Historia, yeah. Pixel. Whoosher. Baker, just saw them. Still going. I for some reason feel like I have not made a dent in this list. Cause going pretty slow. Cause like after every page down it freaking updates. Yeah. Let's see any other names that I recognize. It is a large number of people. It's only loading like maybe 5 at a time. So, you know, it's taken a while. I wish there was an easier way for me to find who my first follower is. And like scrolling all the way down. There has to be. I know, I see it on my preview. Don't worry about that. A here, I can see it on my preview too. There's that one guy, D. Butter is an emote, or is a motive right now. He's something right now, I'll tell you what. I have not made a dent in this list. Holy hell. Like, can't I do? There's Dan in a Hurry. Sammy. Candy from DBD. Trying to see anyone else I can recognize. Subjective, Ocean. It's probably closer to beginning of COTF, maybe. Like where I am at this point. Alright. Can we maybe do some Janes, friends? Where are you going? I'm trying to follow one of you idiots. Alright. You're gonna go there. No ruin. We got proof. Meep emote first and foremost, though. Maybe we'll get some pet emotes in. Alright, so they're in chase with Yui. That's fine. That's actually really good. Allows us to crank out this gen. It is a Nemi. Okay. So he is tier 1.5. DS on Lori, I mean, one would hope so, but then again, I forgot to put BT on Bill. Where the flashlight? Oh my god, are you seriously? For the flashlight save? You don't make it. So Lori gonna go immediately into chase. Right here, got BT. Make your choice. Oh no, that's just miserable. You are a nuisance. I'm so thankful that this man does not have eyes. Freaking Yui's like, it's fine. It was just nearby. You have the exposed status effect, but that's fine. Freaking hell. And this Lori's doing god nothing with the flashlight. So that's unfortunate. Hi, zombie friend. We gotta work on any other gens. I haven't seen the Meg. I'm gonna guess that the Meg's doing something. At least I hope the Meg is doing something. Yui going back down again. Looks like Lori being aggressive with the flashlight. Alright, they lose focus of where I am. No, he didn't. Alright, I'll move. See if I can go pick up the Yui. Hi, Butter. How are you? You being a gremlin man again? Oh, Soul Guard? Was that Soul Guard on Yui? Hi, Meg. Looks like Meg was doing things. So he has tier 2. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, that makes sense. The pallet there. Vault right here. Good hit. Yeah, it was Unbreakable, it's 99. Yo, what's up, Rue? How you doing today, bud? Sorry, friend. Is always gonna kill me though. Yeah, there was not much to do there. Want to try and get set up after COTF tomorrow? Yes, I'd be after tomorrow, maybe after tomorrow. Got to get the new, yeah, set up some stream stuff. I'm having someone over for dinner tomorrow. I actually was going to tell you probably during the 12 tomorrow, which I'll join you for the 12. I might not be able to join you for the 6. Yeah, we'll figure it out. All I know is that having someone over for dinner tomorrow, I don't know what time they're going to show up, and they're horrible with timelines, so it could be 6, could be 8, it could be midnight too. Could be midnight. Let's go find a gen. I can just not, I mean, you can use it tomorrow, that's fine. I'll get you then. Yeah, sounds good. I'll get you on Monday. He has, Hysteria. I appreciate it, Rue. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I look forward to catching up and hearing all about your antics. Yes, we have new stream stuff. I know that once it goes out, once it goes live, Shelby, we'll get it to you and Arctic. What? Why you leave? We'll get it to you in Arctic for the pitch deck. You want to see? Yes. Well, you can ask Rue. Rue will probably be able to send you the stuff. The zombie's actually out of me here. Yes, you do need to throw the thingy. Which, unfortunately, no dice on that so far. At least not based on what I've seen. Where is this man? Okay, I'm gonna go for the unhook then if he's on UE. Can you stop it, zombie? It's not nice to touch people without consent. Rude zombie. Well, that gen got popped. Not because we got distracted by Stardew. That's fair. No, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Okay. You can heal. I will make it. Does COTF have an end? Until I decide that I'm either going to hand it over to someone else, or until DBD dies. Kind of where it's at right now. I very much make that timeline. No, it's on Meg. Okay. I think it's on Meg. I don't know what the zombie's doing. I have no clue. Oh. Only I have this last gen left. Problem is just this one zombie's harassing it. Zombie friend, I need you to frickin' chill. I have to drop this pallet on your head. Oh, is that eruption? That was a jolt. So we'll definitely come over here between the noise note and the gen. Let's see if I can get the unhook. He is... I need to wait a bit to unhook you, friend. I'm waiting to hear the tear radius from Make Your Choice. I know it's up. Dang it. Alright. That's a bad idea. Okay, he's on Lori, which is fantastic. Yeah, I was very much concerned that it was just going to result in him going immediately back here to smack me in the face. Thankfully not the case, it would seem. Of course Lori's there. So I imagine that exit gate over there is going to get 99'd. I'm going to try and wait. Wait out. Make your choice. Can't go for the exit gate too hastily. Yep, he went for the other one. Make your choice is not done yet. So now's the perfect time for the unhook. Because now it's going to end on me. Hi. Yeah, ends on me. Make your choice is not up. And so now we're good. Zombie, need you to chill, bud. Don't want no zombie touches. And based on the fact that he uses whip, I don't think he has Noeds. We're good there. Hey, bud. Rude. Thank you. Goodbye. Well, honestly, I feel like that could have got a whole lot worse. So, Eruption, Pop, Make a Choice, and Hysteria. Fair enough. But GG, well played to these survivors and the Nemesis. All right. I feel myself winding down. So I think I'm going to end the stream there. I think I mentioned it towards the beginning of stream that my stream schedule is going to be a little bit all over the place with a whole lot of different factors going on. The biggest thing is it's going to just be kind of touch and go. The idea is that I'll be going live every day at 7 p.m. CST. There's just going to be some days where I go, yep, not going live today. Or in this case where I just kind of feel a little bit mentally checked. Like, you know what? I think it's good to like get 2 hours in and then rest. I have a lot going on in my life right now, which all mainly good things. Mainly good things. I'll put it that way. And so I think I will be ending the stream there. But as always, guys, if you did enjoy the show, please make sure to hit that follow button. If you haven't already, though, check out our Extra Life campaign. We're trying to help little kids at Sanford Children's Hospital here in Fargo, North Dakota. On that note, guys, I will see you all on Monday at 7 p.m. CST. Bye-bye!